You're probably familiar with Hornady, the makers of great ammunition, reloading components, and a lot of desirables for shooters. They also have a company called SnapSafe, and today we want to talk about the In-Wall safe. They've got a bunch of different safes that can meet your needs. This one really piques my interest. It's an In-Wall safe. We're going to talk about installing it. So this is the safe. It's got a profile of about 20 inches by 14.5. It's designed to fit in between the wall studs. If you've got insulation in there, we're just going to cut that insulation out once we create the hole. But it's a spring-loaded door. The whole face is 8-gauge steel, so this thing is really thick. The rest of the box is 16-gauge steel. Not quite as thick. It doesn't need to be. It's inside the wall. It comes with everything you need to mount this, and we can mount it any way we want. We can mount it with the door opening this way or the door opening the other way, because when we take off this little logoed part that says SnapSafe on it, all we've got to do is flip it over. If we flip the safe over. Let's talk about the tools that you're going to need for this. So I've got a socket wrench with a little extension on it, because we have to put these lag bolts into the wall. I've got a pencil, a simple pencil. I've also got a black marker, because once I put the safe in the wall, I'm gonna mark where the bolts are gonna go in, and I'm gonna pre-drill that. So speaking of that, I'm gonna have a drill ready. I've picked a bit that I thought was the appropriate size to put these lag bolts into the wall. I've also got, in case I can use the drill, I can put this into the drill and possibly put those lag bolts in. That's extra. And most importantly is this $2 or $3 saw that I'm going to use for cutting the drywall. This is a drywall saw. You can use any kind of better tool than this. There are many better choices, but you can do this with this. I've already got it marked on the wall. 20 inches up and down, because that's what it says to do. I measured the safe. I'm going to start out by just drilling a hole into the wall. It'll help me get my saw started. Simple enough. Now I'm just going to cut over to where I think the stud is going to be. I may not be in the direct center, but since this wall isn't painted, I can kind of tell by the screws where it is. All right, I hit a stud on that side, so now I'm going to cut it back the other way. All right, I hit the stud there. Now I'm just going to follow this straight down until I get to the bottom. All right, one more cut. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it with a razor, so that I might be able to just kind of push it in and snap it a little bit. All right. All right, now we've got a hole. Just need to clean up some of these edges, and then we can mount the safe. Did good on this side, got a little wild here, so I'm just gonna slice that up. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the safe into the wall, and I'm going to mark where I'm going to drill the holes. So I'm going to set it up in there. Now this thing is 32 pounds, so this is probably the most difficult part. I don't want it to close. I'm going to set it up in here. So that's a pretty good fit. I got to open the door. I already put the batteries in, so spring-loaded door, which is pretty cool. So now there are 5 holes in here where I'm going to mount this to those studs. I'm going to mark them using this marker. Then I'm going to pull the safe out, drill the holes, and then we can bolt it all together. Piece of cake. Now I'm going to drill these holes and we'll put it back in. All right, with all the holes drilled, put the safe back in. We're going to put the lag bolts in, and then we can add the accessories. Now it comes with 5 lag bolts and washers, so 1 for each hole. Don't skip any holes because that's part of your security. Put them right in here. They'll be safe in there. All right. If you have a good impact tool, it's going to be a lot easier. We're going to check this out. Good here. All right. Now remember, if you wanted to flip this so that the door would open the other direction, all you do is take this little logoed piece off that's magnetized. This is also where your key backup is. So if your batteries die, you can use your key to open this door, and you just flip that over, put it on facing the other direction. So you can mount this safe either way. Let's add the accessories. Leather mat for in the bottom. Put that in. Very chic. We've got some shelves. One there. One there. Now there is a key rack. You could put it anywhere you want. I suppose you could do it like it is on the box they showed on the back there. You could hang your keys on that. Just don't hang the extra keys. Got a little clip here. I don't know what you might want to hang on that. Also got a spot to put maybe a passport or something important, some documents. But I think for me, I feel pretty safe about putting all my cash in here now. This is going to be in my closet, behind my clothes, hanging on the wall. All right, SnapSafe In-Wall safe. Don't be intimidated. This is great. I'm going to put one of these in my closet. It's going to be behind my clothing. Nobody's even going to know it's there. So much more secure than just having a lockbox laying on the floor with all the valuables in it. Again, don't be intimidated. Get some rudimentary tools. Take your time. Anybody can do this.